Years ago, I went and saw a friend of mine who'd moved to a brand new city. He was psyched to live in the city, and I was psyched to hang out with him. He said, "Hey man, let me take you for a journey around the city, let you check it out, see the sights and sounds, we'll have some fun." I said, "Cool, let's do it." So he jumped in his car and off we went, and he decided to drive me straight to the most affluent neighborhood in the city. We drove around the city and drove around the neighborhood, and he stopped and parked his car right at the biggest house on the block. He looked at me and he said, "Jay, one day I'm gonna live in a house just like that in this very neighborhood. I'm gonna roll with the ballers. I'm gonna be big time. I'm gonna make it. You watch, this is gonna be awesome. This is my future right here." I said, "Dude, what a cool vision. What a cool place. This would be a great place for you to live. I root you on, man. I can't wait to see it come to pass. How are you gonna do it?" And he stopped and he looked at me and he was like, and there was a little bit of hesitation, a little bit of fumbling of the words. And he said, "Well, I'm gonna make a hit. I'm gonna make a hit song. I'm gonna get that song out to the world. I'm gonna make connections. It's gonna be amazing. And that hit's gonna pop. I'm gonna make millions. And then we'll be right here with the ballers." And I was like, "All right, cool, man. Go for it, dude. I'm excited for you. I can't wait to come visit you." And then we goofed around and he told me about the tennis courts he's gonna have and the basketball court he's gonna have in his living room and all these fun things. So nothing wrong with the vision. The problem is it never came to pass. The reason why it didn't come to pass is he had a vision, but he did not make it very clear what action steps he needed to make, what connections he needed to make, what steps he needed to take. And ultimately, he never got there because it was a vision, but it didn't have action. Today, we're going to talk about how to take the vision that we write and make it plain so we can run with it and see it come to pass. I've had friends and also clients that I work with share with me vision and dreams of things that they want to do in their lives. And whenever they've done that, many times I've asked, "How are you going to do that? When are you going to do that? When are you going to get started? What book do you need to buy to learn how to do that? What class do you need to take? What gym are you going to sign up for? What trainer are you going to call? What cookbook are you going to buy? What do you need to change about your life to get that to happen? What habit do you need to establish? When are you going to buy that ticket? When are you going to go online and do that research?" And I can't tell you how many times people said, "Oh, I don't know. I haven't given it much thought." Well, if we don't write down exactly what we want to do and how we're going to do it, we're never going to get it done. 4 things I want to share with you today on how you can write your vision, make it plain, and clarify exactly what you're going to do. Number 1, the target. Number 2, the timeline. Number 3, the tools. And number 4, the team. So we have target, timeline, tools, and team. These are so important to know, to write down, and to get things together before you start to run for your dream and vision. I guarantee you, if you put these things together, you'll give some time to think about it, you'll get things ready, you will see things come to pass in your life that will blow your mind. So let me give you an example of how this works. For me personally, I want to lose 20 pounds this year. I've gained back about 20 pounds this year during the COVID-19 just by eating too much ice cream, not being outside as much as I used to be, and maybe just kind of getting a little lazy as well, so I could admit that. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to write down the target on a piece of paper. My target is 180 pounds by July 1st. I'm going to use the MyFitnessPal app. I'm going to use the Samsung Health for tracking my mileage and my miles per hour and how many calories I've lost. I'm going to use home DVD exercise programs and things like that, or streaming exercise programs. I'm going to do some YouTube videos, and I'm going to do some research to know some ways to lose weight. So that's my tools. And then finally, I'm going to have a team. So I'm already thinking ahead. I have a friend of mine, Ryan, and we're in an accountability kind of thing. Already, we've been seeing some good things happen in our lives by keeping each other accountable to wake up at 5:55 in the morning every day. So one of the things I'm going to do is with my team, tell him and tell my girlfriend and tell some of my friends, "Listen, I want to lose 20 pounds by July. Hold me accountable. Ask me how I'm doing." And also, I'm going to be doing this every morning from about 6:20 to 6:45, somewhere in that area. So I'm going to put it in the calendar and I'm going to make it very clear as to what I'm going to do. I'm going to also, with the team, do some walks together, some hikes together, and maybe some competitive things. So maybe somebody would say, hey, I want to lose 20 pounds too, and we can hold each other accountable and compete a little bit to see that come to pass. So for you, what's your dream? What's your vision? What do you want to see come to pass? Is it go to school? Okay, fine. When do you want to sign up and register? What date are you going to start? When are you going to finish? Is it a 2-year program, 4-year program, 10-year program? What's it going to be? So the next thing is, what are the tools that you're going to need? Are you going to need an iPad? Are you going to need a MacBook? Are you going to need books? Are you going to need to sign up for the courses and pay for the registrations? What are the tools you're going to need? What's the timeline? What are the tools? And then what's your team? Are there going to be some people on your team to help you, to encourage you, to study with, to hold you accountable? I want to encourage you as well that whatever you do, make sure it's something you're gifted in, that you like to do, something that's pleasurable for you, something that's reasonable, something that's simple and repeatable, something that's personal, like it's my goal, not somebody else's, something that's manageable. I can fit it into my schedule because I've made room for it, and also something that's realistic. I know that for me, I'll never be an opera singer or anything like that, so I'm not even going to attempt that. But maybe if I wanted to be a better singer, I might say, okay, my target is to be a better singer. My timeline is the next 12 months. My tools are going to be singing lessons, vocal exercises, and maybe join a band. My team, people around me to help. So what's it for you? What's your target? What's your timeline? What tools do you need to do what you've been called to do? And finally, who's the team that's on your side? Who's going to help you? How are you going to get this done? I guarantee you, if you do this, you are going to be blown away in 1 month time, 3 months time, 6 months time, a year, 10 years from now. You're going to see things come to pass that you could have never imagined. I'm so excited to know that if you'll put these things into practice, you're going to see things come to pass, and I'm going to celebrate with you. So I want to encourage you, once again, to like this video, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification button, share this with friends, and join me next week. We're going to talk about perseverance, and then in the future, we have some awesome things that we're planning on doing with interviews with people to help people grow forward and succeed in life. I'm Jay Julian. I appreciate you and thank you so much for taking the time to watch. See you next time.